Alright, welcome back to Ham Stabbers. So, just a heads up immediately as we get into this, it's been a very long time since I've recorded anything. For those of you who have not been caught up in my recent videos or my community tab, I recently got a puppy, who is just now becoming a bit more independent and thus affording me a bit more free time, so that is why it's truly been a long time since I've recorded anything. So apologies if I'm a little bit out of practice, I say as I fumble my words. Anyway, last time we grappled the Graphorn, and now we're going to witness a pensive memory, because I believe...
Perhaps Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. I still have my reservations. Isadora, as you will see, was not who she seemed. I can only hope that you are. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
Yeah, your reservations are pretty unfounded. I guarantee you that I have our best interests in heart. Let's hope we can actually witness this memory. It doesn't freeze like the last two times I've tried to look in pensives. But yeah, I believe the Graphorn was the entire trial, so this should be as straightforward as looking in.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morgan, Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others. I need you to return to your common room, all right?
Great. Yep, it happened again. Just read the subtitles. Now, in the subtitles, I saw that somebody cast Avada Kedavra, but I don't remember who it is from my previous playthrough, and I missed the name when I was reading the subtitles. Yeah, I guess this will take us back to the map chamber. Gosh, I'm low on Wiggenweld. When we get back to Hogwarts, I should probably restock, because, yeah, that Graphorn fight took a lot of them. Alright. Hopefully I'll get some form of a summary as I'm talking to them. Don't run all the way up to you for some reason.
The caverns below Hogwarts, where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
Right, so this does sound pretty damn urgent. Just gonna wait for my quest journal to update, and then I'm going to check it to make sure that that is the last loose end for me to tie up. Okay, let me just check. Meet Sebastian in the Undercroft. I don't actually have the quest right now. I suppose I can stop by the Undercroft for a quick chat, though. But first and foremost, I really should brew up some Wiggenweld. New quest available, it says. There we go. Yeah, so talk to Ollivander. Right, so let's just go to the Room of a Requirement real quick. Alright, and I believe this is my last one. Almost done. Have I mentioned that I don't like how long this alchemy system actually takes to actually use? Actually, I say redundantly. Oh yeah, and upon starting up the game, I unlocked this new Felix Felicis recipe. Don't know what it does. Enhance the drinker's chance of success in their endeavors.
I think I know where we can find Doran. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest and we can tell him about the symbol the Mooncalves made.
Why is it that whenever I open my mouth, Owlpost finds it apt to interrupt me? Enhances the drinker's chances of success in their endeavors, specifically by revealing the locations of some large loot chests in the minimap for one in-game day. And that doesn't sound particularly useful for me.
Deke thinks you've made marvelous improvements here.
I also did identify some gear. I'm just going to show you. I did get this one that is slightly better offense, but I would lose the defense buff of this one and lose my better damage with Confringo, which is a spell I use a lot. So I'm not actually going to wear it. Yes, now it seems like we have something else added to our agenda, Poppy. Yeah. So, speak with Sebastian. I guess this can wait a little bit because Ranrock still has to penetrate the defenses. So, yeah, fine. In other words, I'm going to pursue side quests before I finish up the game. But yes, let's take the Flu Flame to wherever Sebastian is right now, which is Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower? Why am I blanking on the layout of the school? It's even worse. There was a fucking thing right there anyway. As I said, it's been a while since I've recorded anything. So forgive me if the rest is really showing in full force today. I'm still in my Highlands attire, whatever. I'm not going to be spending too long in school right now anyway.
Now that I have all my gobstones back, I'm ready to take on all challenges.
Good for you. Right, don't mind me, fellow student. I'm just going to nip around this corner for no particular reason. I wonder what Sebastian's going to have to say for himself after that stunt he pulled. Right. Ominous is here too. Good.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Okay, see ya, Ominous.
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
I don't buy it when you say I didn't mean to. The whole thing about unforgivables is that you really have to mean it to cast them. Honestly, I'm not sure what to do, Sebastian.
I don't know what to do, Sebastian.
You don't know. You do know. Anne has no one. I regret everything I did. I know what I did was wrong. I only hope she can forgive me. That everyone can forgive me. No matter what happens from here. I'm glad we met.
Yeah, regrets can't undo the past.
Oh, Sebastian.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, nor do I. If keeping him with his sister is able to push him over the deep end like this in his endeavor to cure her to the point that he kills his own uncle, it's not safe to keep him around her. And he needs to face consequences for what he's done.
We don't have a choice. You're right. You were right the entire time.
I wish I hadn't been. If we do this, we may never see Sebastian again.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He was a good friend. But some things can't be forgiven. That's something I've come to learn during my dabbling with the dark arts. Starting to understand why all of them are so unforgivable.
I realize that, but it's the right thing to do. He killed his uncle. We've tried to justify his actions every step of the way, but
This has gone too far. It has to stop.
Very well. Leave it to me. I'll tell the headmaster. Farewell for now. I shall be in touch.
Yes, thank you,
Whatever
Ominous.
lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
And I'm sorry for not listening to your voice of reason sooner. Sorry that I let it get this far. Well, that is Sebastian's story done. Now we have to go and meet Poppy. Why am I getting frame rate stutters right now? Right. So she is in the Forbidden Forest. All the way up here. So I guess the closest flue flame would be Jackdaw's tomb. They really don't have any security on the Forbidden Forest in this game at all. Yeah, I forgot it was snowy. Right. Poppy, here I come.
And you say they made it after you placed the Moonstone?
Do you know why or what it means? Does it have to do with the Snidgets?
The breadth of one's knowledge can be as wide as the seas, and yet only run so deep.
It's good to see you again, Doran. Did Poppy tell you about everything that's happened?
She did, and I am glad to see that you are both safely returned. I did question the wisdom of sending you on a path at a time when that path was unknown at best, deadly at worst. But the acumen of the centaurs is neither personal nor partial. The skies tell us what is to come, and often we do not know what we have seen until it has come to pass.
You knew the poachers would try and kill Poppy and me.
I did not know, my young friend, but I shall say that I was not surprised. It was in much the same manner that I expected our first meeting.
I don't suppose you'd like to start from the beginning. I think Poppy and I could use that.
Of course. I find it is often the best place to start, is it not? Many, many moons ago, I divined a series of events. Their meaning long evaded me, until you brought news of the Snidgets and their poacher pursuers. I believe the symbol created by the Mooncalves dance marks the place the Snidgets are hidden. And serendipitously, I believe that I know the very place.
Please, go on.
I have seen that symbol only once, on a rock face in the cliffs of the forest. You should make haste there. The Snidgets that have been kept there for so many years may no longer be safe.
You said you divined a series of events before our paths crossed. What were they?
I saw the arrival of a stranger, the threat of an enemy, and the return of an old friend. I believe now that you are the strangers, the poachers are the enemy, and the old friends are the Snidgets. I also saw two places tied to these events: the cave with the Moonstone and the henge. The latter was bathed in moonlight.
What makes you so sure the symbol is where the Snidgets are?
I do not know. It is what I have read in the stars. Fortunes play out as they are intended. I am merely a messenger. I shall say that fortune favors us today. That you would show me a symbol whose provenance I recognize is not coincidence, but fate.
If you're right about this place, then we should make our way there.
I shall see you there. We cannot afford to lose the Snidgets once again.
Okay, well, at least we seem like we're going straight to it rather than having to wait for another owl post or something. In fact, did I get it in my journal yet? It does not seem so. So, weird grass we have going on here. I think I'm just gonna walk up. Yep. If that worked. Okay, we need glaciers, which we definitely have. Alright, so where is this place? Open the map. It is all the way on the opposite end of the castle. Okay. Well, I'll save you guys the backtracking to the Flue Flame. Alright, so I've just teleported to central Hogwarts Valley. Is that like a wicker dummy or something? Odd. I see some red blips on the map. Anything I need to be worried about? No, just some mongrels. Oh, hi. Be careful, there are some mongrels. And there is a village near this place that we're going to be going. I wonder if I can sell off some of my loot while I'm there. Free up some inventory space. Where exactly is this village, though? Am I close? Okay, so it's a bit further south. Or southeast, rather, I should say, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that looks like the place right there. First, I see some balloons. I need popping balloons before we meet Poppy. Ha 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 ha. I know, comedic genius and all that. Ignore the Merlin trial.
Revelio.
Okay, is there going to be a merchant here?
Ah, Rockborough. Always a lovely place to visit. Give my best to either of the Thistlewoods if you see them. Or both.
To either of the Thistlewoods. I see a side quest. I think the current situation is a bit too dire to be undergoing.
I'd be terribly grateful
other
if
side
you could
quests.
help me and my friend with a time-sensitive delivery.
Sorry, I'm on other time-sensitive business. Are you the
Revelio.
only merchant here? No, you're not a merchant. Oh, well.
A full day's work clears the
Looks like I'm not going to be able to do my selling here. I'm sure I will be able to once I go back to Hogsmeade, though, for Ollivander to craft that wand. I see a field guide page on the minimap. I'm just going to pick that up real quick. Is it the Scarecrow? Enchanted Scarecrow. This mischievous-looking scarecrow was long ago enchanted to watch over the garden and ward off crows, but now simply harasses gardeners by shouting insults at them while they work. Surprised nobody's destroyed the thing yet. Collect field guide pages in Highlands. Ooh, did I actually get all of them? Hold on. Oh, no, I got that tier of them. Okay, so still quite a few I've not gotten, but as I said, things are a little bit too dire to be going out of my way looking for those at the moment. But with the weird grass rendering, that's where I'm going to end off this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.